Well, here I am. Not exactly how I wanted to start this live stream. Um, Hopefully you can hear me okay. If the train freak's there, can you just say if my audio is okay and my video is all right for you? I've had some issues with StreamYard, and I've got issues at the moment bringing in my two guests, Richard and Roy, and I would like to think we can get things working, but I'm having issues with the audio. Um, they can hear each other, but I can't hear them unless we use Zoom in the background. So I've got Zoom going on to try to find out if everything's okay, but I'm not getting um, any success at the moment just using StreamYard. So had a weird thing as well. StreamYard was extraordinarily laggy when I was just using the default now blurred background option, which I've not seen before, and it was switched on, and it was extraordinarily laggy. So I found that if turning that off did help things. I'm plugged directly into the internet, so it should be fine. Um, okay, now I'm just going to check out what's happening over here a second. Bear with me a moment, everyone, because I'm just wanting to see if... Oh, Richard, you're talking to Claire. Richard, can you hear me? Hang on. I don't want private conversations turning up on here. Richard, if you can hear me, give me a thumb up, because at the moment I heard your conversation in the background. Right, I heard that conversation you were having with somebody else then. I can hear you loud and clear, right? Even though I've not included you on the stream, which is a bit odd. So you're sitting in the background and I can hear what you're saying. Is Roy coming in again? Right, I'm going to add you to the stream anyway. Okay, well here you go. You're live now. So welcome, Richard, to the live stream. I can hear
Roy,
you.
I have an email from Roy asking me if I've sent him an invite.
Okay, cool. Oh, Anfield Road. Lee is in the house. Hi, Lee. Train Freak says hi, Lee. Excellent. Now, guys, on text, can you hear Richard speaking? Because I can hear him fine, but we're using Zoom in the background to do it. So I don't know if you guys can hear Richard at all. So, Richard, talk to them.
Okay, I'm not sure what I should say. The weather in Paris today is much cooler than it was 2 days ago. And
Oh, that's good. Richard, we can hear him. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, lovely. It's cooled down a bit here. We had quite a rainstorm yesterday.
so did we.
Yeah, yeah. So okay, all we want is Roy back again in the house. So
I don't know. I can send him I can send Roy an email. What should I say in the email?
get him to join you on Zoom. Send in the Zoom invite and get him to join in on there, and then and also get him to come back onto StreamYard using the link from StreamYard.
Okay,
And then
then
we'll all be back together again. I'll mute you for a minute, Richard, so you can carry on with that.
okay.
All right, cheers. Right.
I've got a Zoom.
Okay. Strangely, Richard, when I mute you, yeah, of course, it doesn't have any effect because I'm hearing you through Zoom. So I'll just check. Okay, I'm muting you now. So people in the on the chat, can you hear Richard? Carry on talking, Richard. Hopefully they can't hear you anymore. I can hear you fine. Okay. Okay. Train Freaks confirmed when I mute you, they can't hear you. So I'm hearing you just through Zoom. So that's it. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. I mean, very, very odd, all this. Cool. He's here. Okay. Right. Roy, you're on live
I don't
stream. So
know.
if
I'm on
we
live
can't
stream,
hear
yeah.
you need
You still can't hear me.
okay, have a chat with him about going on Zoom, and then we'll get you all together.
Mute. There. I
I
can.
have. That's on. No, I want. That's on the live stream. Yeah. Oh, they could hear Roy. I couldn't hear Roy when he was
I
speaking.
could hear Roy when it just popped
You
up.
can. I know. I just can't. I just don't know what's going on. It's very peculiar.
Roy, I've just admitted Roy to the waiting room.
Yeah, the train trip. The reason we're doing this is because I'm not getting the audio from Richard or Roy coming in through the live stream StreamYard.
I have to unmute Roy.
Yeah, Roy's disappeared off here again. Turned up for a second. Apologies, everyone. Let me just say, when I mute you, Richard.
I see Roy's image now.
I can
on
hear
Zoom.
Roy. Okay, I can hear Roy.
Yes.
I can hear you as well, Roy. I can, Roy. Yes. Can you join in on? Can you join?
Okay. My video. You can't see me because my video is attached to StreamYard and will not attach itself to Zoom. That's what I think. My video is working perfectly with StreamYard.
Yeah, join in on stream, Roy. Yes, we are. Yeah, we're on both. You need to be on both for some reason. It's only so if you can join in on StreamYard again. As well. Yeah, yeah. I know it's a bit peculiar. It seems to be working for me like that. It's not working the other way around, which is very peculiar.
Yeah, I can't unmute. John, I think you're muted somehow. I can't unmute you.
Don't worry. Just carry on, Roy, joining on the StreamYard again. If you can't hear me, then that's a problem.
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear John. Yes. StreamYard. Roy's going to try and log in on StreamYard.
Yeah, cool.
I'm hitting the jig.
Yeah, it's train freak. I know there's some issue with something not set right. I've no idea what it would be though. I've tried logging out, logging in. Yeah.
I see Roy perfectly on Zoom. So
yeah, you need to follow the StreamYard link I sent you. Can you hear me, Roy?
I don't think Roy can hear you. No, he can't. He can't log in to StreamYard because Zoom is using the camera and the mic, and StreamYard can't get to the camera and mic because it's being used by Zoom.
If you turn the video off on Zoom, maybe you can do just the audio.
Try turning the video, Roy. Try turning the video off on Zoom, and should release your camera to StreamYard, maybe. Oh, no, I see you. Can you hear me, Roy? Yeah, well, that's normal because my camera is attached to StreamYard. No, just turn off your camera and see what happens.
Okay, by the train freak, I'm sorry, this has not been exactly what we were planning.
Roy just turned off his camera.
That's all right. See if does he get okay. Yeah.
Try going into StreamYard now with your camera off and see what happens.
it's not the most auspicious of starts, is it?
No, I still think, John, you should log off completely, and we should try and restart everything.
Well, I can do that. I'm just concerned it would shut down. I mean, do I end broadcast? Do I finish the broadcast? I mean,
and restart it. That's what I would do. I think there could be an initialization problem.
Well, I'm just wondering. Right, okay. Right, okay, I can hear both of you.
Right, I'm still on Zoom.
Yeah.
But as Richard suggested, I've actually stopped the camera on Zoom.
Yes. Yeah, that's
but
what I
left
was
the microphone.
So can you hear me, Roy?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, we're all here.
I can hear the pair of you. So the cameras are on Zoom. I mean, on StreamYard, and the audio is coming through Zoom.
Yes. Don't ask me why this is working. It's all very peculiar. There was a Windows update the other day. I'm going to blame that.
Yeah. So what are we on now? Are we on a live stream?
We are on a live stream. We are on a live stream, so please behave. Yeah, there is chat, which you could follow if you go on my YouTube channel. If you've got another window open, another tab, you could open the YouTube channel and follow the chat on that.
Is there anybody else in apart from us?
Yeah, Lee was here, and the train freak. Train freak's just gone, so he says it's 8:10 a.m. where I am at, and I have a meeting at 8:15. So I'm not sure where in the world that is. Is it the US?
What?
I'm not sure where he is. The train freak.
Well, I mean, I don't know what. That's why I always operate on GMT usually. Except with you two, I use UK time.
Well, you know, just a minute. Is it all these that are in then? There's quite a lot of them in, or are they still active?
Well, there's several comments from the same people. Train freaks made several comments, quite a number of comments. So,
there are the comments.
Yeah, Lee was in the house. I don't know if Lee's still there, Anfield Road. If you are still there, Lee, say hi. Okay, guys, I guess we carry on talking in this way to discuss what we want to talk about now, which is what we would normally do on our Zoom call. So, but we're sharing it with the world. So how well this will proceed from here on in, I'm not sure. Anyway, let me just say, first of all, Richard, I did have a go before I went off on holiday. And yes, thank you, Roy. I did have a lovely holiday.
Good.
Blue skies all the time.
Did you get an opportunity to go to Chester Cathedral?
I did. Yes, I did. And unfortunately, Phil wasn't there. It was he had one of his very rare days off.
That's right. I've not spoken to him because I wasn't at the club the other day, but yeah, it's a shame that, because I think you would have enjoyed a conversation with him. He's very close to Pete Waterman, as you probably know. But
Pete was there, but he was busy most of the time chatting with people. That, I mean, there wasn't a queue, but you turn around and somebody else was chatting. So.
Yeah, exactly. But there's quite a lot of people.
It was a very enjoyable, excellent layout. But also the cathedral itself, it was very worthwhile visiting just for that. So
yeah. What was very interesting the other day, actually, which was from the club, nothing to do with that, but it seems that one of our members does a lot of work for Dapple. He does a lot of the what do they call it? It's the aging of the vehicles. What do they call it? Where they spray them to make them
weathering.
Weathering, that's the word.
Yeah.
Anyway, they've just organised a visit around the Dapple factory. And we normally get quite a good discount off things if you end up buying stuff there, So whether I'll be able to go on it, I doubt it, but It's interesting anyway. Anyway, that was just a by and by product. Right.
I just want to warn you, I just got an email from Amazon saying they're going to deliver a package to me. So I might have to disappear.
We'll let you do that.
Yeah.
You have to share with us what it is, though.
There's some books.
Right.
Can I, Richard? I just want to talk about the issue you were having.
I'm having two issues.
Well, with the panel you had, and I did tell you that I'd managed to get it working, with backwards and forwards running from one end to the other. We're using the autotrain simulator Pi script.
I couldn't because
no. Well, there's several things I had to do to make that work.
I tried to follow what you said.
Yeah,
but there were there were a couple of times when it was a bit ambiguous, and the end result, I couldn't get it to work.
Okay. What I suggest is I kind of share your panel from my end and take you through what I did. So would that be useful?
It could, except I'm just not sure we shouldn't do that on a Zoom call with a shared screen.
I'm just hoping that I can just share the panel itself. So
okay, we can try. I have things to write, but I'm not sure I can handle the panel on one of my monitors.
No, me. I'll do it. I'll do it, Richard. Not from your end. I'll do it from my end because I want to show you what I want to show you what I've done.
Right.
So hopefully I'll be able to set it up so we can do that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I've created a nice little discussion on the iTrain forum.
Yeah, I couldn't connect to that unfortunately because I didn't have a login, or if I do, I've forgotten it, and maybe I just didn't try hard enough. But I couldn't. I think maybe you needed to have a license to do that. I'm not sure.
It's possible. You might be able to create a login. I don't know. There might be a way to create a login.
I'd have to. Can you just? Do you want to tell us what the gist of the discussion was then? While I'm setting this up in the background.
There were two discussions. The first discussion was how to place signals on the iTrain layout, and I asked the question because in their step-to-step they specified that the signal base or foot had to be pointing to the oncoming train. But in the manual, there's no mention of that whatsoever. And it was just mentioned in a very old step-to-step. So I asked the question, is it important now? Does it matter? And I started getting answers back. Well, it all depends on the country. And if you're using English signals, they should be on the left or the right. I forgot which.
Left. On the left.
On the left. And I pointed out that if you're using French signals, depending where in France and what train line you are in France, the signals can be on the left or the right. Because the signals on the SNCF main lines are on the left. The signals on the high-speed train lines are on the right. And then I also continued to say in the subway, it also depends on which subway line you're on, because there are some subway lines controlled by the train company, and the signals are on the left, and there are other subways controlled by the RATP, and the signals are on the right. At which point other people chipped in saying it's ambiguous also.
Right.
So I haven't yet done it, but I am going to propose that the only solution can be an added parameter to the signals to treat the signals like they are treated in JMRI. When you specify the signal, you have to specify its placement, right, left, or center. That's an email I haven't proposed yet, but even Xander's got involved in the discussion.
Hmm.
And there must have been about 17, 20 comments and everything on it. But it got rather involved. A Spanish guy came in and said it depends where in Spain you are, and somebody else came in from another country and said where in our. And the problem is that when Xander defined the signal, he defined it country-wise, and he defined it on a specific side of the track.
Hmm.
That was the first thing. The second thing I haven't. The second thing is they have something called a general signal, which isn't either right or left, but goes onto the middle of the track. And the problem there is, and Roy just disappeared. The problem there is absolutely no explanation in the manual or any other place I can find out how to parameterize the outputs in order to get what you want. So I know how to deal with British signals in iTrain, which means you have red, yellow. Before the yellow, you have a double yellow. And before that, you have a green. The double yellow is a sort of a warning that you're going to have a yellow coming up. But in the general...
Sorry, let me just say, Roy, sorry, I don't know what happened then. You seem to drop out the stream for a second.
It was me. I was trying on my screen. I've got something on the screen, which I think is, I've got a thing which is actually saying from Jason, the train freak, and it's come up a bar at the bottom of the window.
Yeah, I can see that as well.
I don't know how to get rid of it.
I'm ignoring it.
Oh, okay. So you've got that as well, have you?
I'll just try a different option.
Okay. So the other problem which I was working on was the general signal has a whole bunch of aspects.
There we go.
And one of the aspects is a blinking yellow. And I wanted to get the blinking yellow to work with the green and the red. The problem is that I haven't figured out a way to set up the addressing so it'll work. The British signals worked with a fourth aspect, which was a double yellow, because if I look at the properties listed under iTrain, they're sequential. But the flashing yellow, when I look at properties, is not sequential. And there's no way I can figure out how to get the addressing to work.
Have you, Richard, have you seen the latest reply that you've had in the latest?
No, I haven't yet.
I was just reading about it. It might answer the question. I don't know. I've not looked at it closely enough yet. But I'm hoping that that thing from James at DCC Train Automation might help when I start to look at that.
Yeah.
It's certainly a matrix function that we have to use. And what James was saying is that particular layout was done specifically for one of his customers. And he had to set or configure some of the CVs in the 4018 to make it do the things he wanted it to do. But he said that is a feature that is not really necessary for if you're not using those particular items, i.e. not using DigiKeys to actually drive the signals. So it's all a case of really finding what the control bits are for that particular signal and decoding them.
Okay, I'm not using anything. I am just using iTrain.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
when I'm trying, and I can't make it work with the software of iTrain.
Okay. Well, when I get a
And-
chance to have a look at it, I'll look a bit closer.
Yeah, and Neil said he thinks I made a mistake because I was trying to set up the British signals. And did not make a mistake. I was trying to set up the general signal with
Right.
any of the aspects I want.
Right.
And the question then becomes can it be done?
Okay.
When the entries are not sequential.
Okay.
And I was sleeping off a bit this morning, so I haven't had a chance to ask him on that.
All right.
I just got a message from our friends at Zoom that sound is going to be cut off in 10 minutes. They're going to drop us in 10 minutes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So that's basically where I am. As the French would say, I'm semi-la merde. In other words, I'm embarrassing people by asking questions.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't. Yeah.
I've been very, very polite.
Well, without seeing the detail of it, I wouldn't be able to comment too much. I've got your panel here, Richard. So I'm just going to try sharing it.
Do you want this to turn on?
Okay, I have a piece of paper and I got a pencil. I even have a special ballpoint pen, if you notice what it says on it.
Digicase.
Yeah, they sent me a bunch. Okay, that's my train setup.
Okay, so what I've added is an extra sensor. I've called it autotrains run.
Where?
Top screen, just here.
On the right?
Up in the middle at the top.
Ah,
yep.
Okay.
If I just reset. If I reset, hopefully everything goes good. Right. However, I've now broken it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just share with you I'm actually going to open the script itself because without seeing what I've done in that, you won't understand what I'm talking about. So talk among yourselves a second because I've got to find it.
I saw your script. It contained a 6,000. You changed 2 parameters at the beginning that I saw.
Yeah. Well, I need to edit it back again because I've just realized okay. What I did, I set up a sensor and I called it one thing on there, and then I actually used the same script on my own panel this morning, and I renamed the sensor so it's not going to work with the same script, and I'm getting there. It's just a bit slow. All right, okay. Let's open that. Edit with. No, I'm using Notepad++. You can't see what I'm doing, but I will share this screen now.
Okay, I haven't plus at home.
Stop sharing that. Let's share. The right buttons, John. Come on. Oh, talk among yourselves.
Okay, we can talk amongst ourselves.
What, for about a couple of minutes left, is it?
Yeah.
Well,
we've got 4 minutes and 13 seconds.
Can you do the usual thing of just starting the Zoom again?
Yeah, I can restart the. You have the invites. As soon as Zoom, I can shut Zoom off right now and restart it immediately.
Okay, can you see that now then?
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the autoactive train simulator. I've called it 6-second Pi. So it's not the original. It's my edited version of it.
Yeah, you changed the you changed the entries on line 14 and 15.
Yes, indeed. To give it 6 seconds rather than 2 seconds.
Right.
Now, I may have fiddled with line 15 again, but anyway, at the moment I've got it to 100 milliseconds for extra processing, which seems to be working fine. The other thing is this, right, on line 17, it talks about an optional control sensor. And if it exists, the main loop can be paused and resumed by changing the sensor state.
I didn't see that one.
No, so what I've done is I've included this sensor name here.
Yeah.
And I think yours was 19, was it? Mine happened to be.
I forgot.
I'll just double check. Let me just double check what that sensor's called.
I didn't have a control sensor.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. That's me guessing then, isn't it? Because it's 9. Okay, so what I'm going to do is change this back from what I was fiddling with. I don't know if you can see me changing that to LS9. All I do is just save that. Okay, so that script is now doing the correct thing. So I'll stop sharing that window and we will try sharing the other window again. Okay, so if I put a train down at this end, what's going to happen is the auto-active train simulator Pi is going to run based on me activating this. Well, it's going to be allowed to run if I activate that, but
you've got two things there. You've got one which just turned yellow.
Yeah, you need to run an auto train, obviously. Which I'm just setting up now. You won't see my screen for a moment, will you?
No. Well, no. I'm gonna stop Zoom and restart it. We've got about a minute left.
Yeah, okay. Do that now, yep.
Okay.
I'm just getting this auto train.
Yeah, I don't have to send you. You can use the same invites. Okay. Assign and
it's just you and Roy need to do it. That's all. So, yeah.
Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can still hear you.
John, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Roy. Can you hear me?
I can hear John and I can hear Richard. But can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me, John? I don't think
Richard seems to have disappeared.
No, Richard had just asked if John can hear him.
I can't.
Right, Richard, John can't hear you.
Okay, I can hear John perfectly.
Well, I can hear you both.
Yeah.
And I've not had to log out and log back into Zoom.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm gonna.
Just as a free Zoom
I'm restarting Zoom.
Okay.
This
free Zoom meeting is ended.
I've lost you both now, so I don't know if either of you can hear me. Maybe on the live
I can hear you perfectly.
I can hear you. Can you hear me, Richard?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
What about John? Can John hear me?
I had 2 of me included then. Right. Anyone do a thumbs up if you can actually hear me still?
Can you see us, John?
Richard can hear me?
Yes.
But I can't hear you. Roy can hear me, but I can't hear you. That's because we were using Zoom. Right. I think I'm going to try logging out as Richard suggested. Apologies to anybody who's watching this and thinks this is a complete load of garbage, because it is really. I'll try starting the live stream again in a moment. See what happens. So speak to you soon, guys.
Okay.